All right, hey, I'm going to be lining up a whole bunch of videos to do just now. We're going to try to get a few of them out today, line them up so that we can get them out in a timely manner because I'm going to be going into a hellish few days of work. It's going to have me working a 15-hour day followed by a 17-hour day. And then the next day, I'm supposed to be at a chamber meeting at 10 a.m. We'll see if I make it. You know, people think 10 a.m. Not too early, but it is after a 17-hour day that you work till midnight. Um, so if you haven't noticed the title of the channel, it's about the job and why I think I can't stay in it because the studio has been such a big part of my life now for so long that we're trying to build it up. And then once I get to the point where I'm managing it, I don't think I can do a 70-hour week anymore. And that's what this job kind of requires of me in a lot of ways. It requires like virtually all of my time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can ask me to work at almost any time. I've gone to work at 4 in the morning. I've stayed to work till 4 in the morning. I've done, I think my most amount has been like around like 17 or so hours a day, and that's common. It's just what this job demands. Um, so it's been very taxing on me mentally and physically because it can be a very physically and mentally taxing job with clients that are very demanding. So it's been something that I've really had to try to make a decision about whether I want to keep doing it. Um, but that leads me into why is the studio getting built and how we're going to do it. Well, in the past, I managed to utilize a lot of useful spaces in order to do various video production uh, stuff, such as I've produced 2 feature films. One of them is the Drachen Recruitment Experiment. You can find that on YouTube. And the other one was Chainsaw Maintenance from Hell, which went on to be, produced and went on to Amazon Video. Um, and in order to do that, you kind of do need like a space that's really dedicated to doing this. And without a lot of money, you kind of just wind up using spaces you can find. And people don't like it when you produce in their space. It's really funny. Like people, your neighbors get complain about everything from people going in and out of the building to noise. So I'm finally going to own my own place where we have a studio where we can produce these things and no one's going to get upset about it. So when I did the Draken recruitment experiment, this was 2009. We basically locked people in from like Friday at like 5 o'clock until Sunday night, and we just shot continuously. We usually got nothing shot on Friday because we were just trying to get things going. But by Saturday, we got into a groove and we shot a lot. And so it's 2.5 days times 4 weekends. We had about a 10-day shoot schedule, and we were able to shoot like an 80-minute movie, nearly a completely feature film. Um, without really having a whole lot of resources. I mean, I mostly spent money on food to feed the crew and the cast so that they wouldn't starve while they were locked in my apartment. So we shot all day and we drank all night. So it was glorious times. So maybe things won't be quite as chaotic, but they should be hopefully as productive and as fun. Because of that, we started doing these things called sketch comedy weekends. And the sketch comedy weekends were basically the same thing from about Friday till Sunday night. We came in and we shot. We got directors and writers who wanted to do scripts, and we had all the camera people, a lot of the actors together, and we just got everyone together and we shot for 2.5 days. We often got the goal was to do 5 videos, but we really only got about 4 done. Just logistically, it never really got to the point of 5. Sometimes as little as 3, sometimes 4, and so those were really fun. But I still think that we could produce 5 good sketch comedy videos a week if we really got things churning, and that's a really wonderful content market. And so part of what the studio is trying to do is to prove that there's an alternative way of kind of producing content that can get out on these newer platforms, whether it's just up on YouTube or some other way. So really, it's like the studio is really going to try to do that. So managing it is probably going to start taking up a huge chunk of my time, and I want it to. I mean, this is something that I've been really working on for now almost 2 years. It was over 2 years ago that I looked at that abandoned liquor store in East Somerville and decided that this was something that I think I could work with and make happen. So that's really exciting for me, and we'll see. Um, the whole point of this channel is for me to document and show the struggles that are going on just to try to produce this. Like it has been nonstop, difficult, tough, floods, people dumping stuff in our alleyway. It's just been one giant mess, and we're finally starting to go to the next phase with a lot of hope and optimism for the following year. So hit the like and subscribe button. If you're feeling generous, support us on Patreon, because it is not cheap to turn an abandoned liquor store into a movie studio. But we're going to do it, and hopefully you can come along for the ride.